Hi guys, and welcome to this new video of soul therapy with me, Siam, hypnotherapist and also passionate about the science of the brain and the human behavior. So in today's video, we're going to talk about something that we all need, and it's money and money block. So money block is all about the problem that you can link to the money. Can be, for example, you're not able to make enough money, or you're not able to spend the money. Can be also some people who have like a lot of money, but for some reason they're not able to keep it. So I'm going to explain everything about that because it's all linked about the brain like usually. And the end of the video, stay with me because I'm going to give you like usually tips about how to deal with this problem. But before we go, I just like to give you a small history about money and why we create money. So before money, everybody knows that the only way that we have to trade valuable thing, it was just like to trade one thing that you want against one thing that I want. So for example, if I cultivate some corn and I have my neighbor who is able to fish, then I'm gonna see my neighbor and just like trade my corn against his fish. But quickly we understood that it was a little bit like hectic to deal like that, because at some point, if I don't want the fish of my neighbor and he wants my corn, he's stuck into that. So we just create a common value that everybody agree about it, and that make all the exchange more easy. So you have to understand that actually money is just a common value to facilitate exchanges. Money hasn't been always the coin or the note that you used to know. It has taken different form, like shell or like blade, for example, in different countries. So basically anything valuable that people agree about. And do you know that ancient Roman soldier was paid with salt because salt was very valuable at this time. It helped you to conserve all the food that you need. So that's actually the origin of the name salary. So now let's ask this big question about money. Is it something good or something bad? Because most of us, we have like this belief, this bad belief about money, that is something, you know, evil, that is something that would change the person. And including me, I can completely relate to myself and to my history, because I got like this mom who was really scared about money, really scared about spending money, and all the time trying to save money. And in the opposite way, I have like my dad who was like able to spend crazy money and not actually very good to save money. And he was all the time fight about money at my home. And it kind of create this fear and this bad like vision about money inside me. And I'm pretty sure that you guys also can relate the way you perceive money according to your history. But I would like to give you a different perspective, a different vision about money. See money as just an energy to go from one place to another place. And at the moment that you can change, you know, the word money with energy, you will understand that everything changes. Because as we said, as you can see that in the past, actually money was just something to facilitate exchange. And problem actually is not the money, because in our society today we can see like a lot of crazy things happening because of the money, and that's true. So it's easy to you know, to put a sticker on money and to label it that this is something wrong. The real problem is not about the money, but it's about how people use the money. And the reality about that is money reveals the true nature of the people who owns it. And when you understand that, you understand that for yourself, there's nothing wrong like to get the money at the moment that you're clear with yourself and you're clear with your intention. And you need to change your vision about money and just think money as an energy. This is all the limiting belief that you have created about money that restrict you to get money or to save money. Now let's go to the different tips that can help you to change your perception about money. So one, I want you to really change the word money with the word energy, and repeat all kind of quotes that you used to hear when you were young about money. So let's take this very famous quote, which is money doesn't grow on the tree, and just switch it with energy, and you're gonna say energy doesn't grow on the tree. And you can clearly understand that it doesn't make sense, because obviously energy grows on the tree. You have fruit, you have flowers, you have leaves, you have everything. So you have to understand the same way for people who have like this concept that, oh, it's very difficult, to get money. No, actually, energy is everywhere and money is everywhere, so it's accessible to you. The second tip is for the people who have issue to get more money or to ask more money, and also for the people who are not able to spend the money and they're just saving and they feel, they have this kind of fear to spend the money. So now that you understand that money is an energy, let's take another form of energy, which is the air. So you agree with me that your body needs this energy to live and you need to inhale. So let's try to inhale. And at some point you inhale, you're gonna be stuck, okay? So you need to release it. So you need to exhale. And if you exhale, you keep going, but at some point, same, you're gonna be stuck and you're gonna be pushed to inhale again. So for the money, it's the same. For people who have like this problem to get more money, understand that there's nothing wrong to get more money, because this is the energy that you need for living. So if at some point you feel stuck in your life because you're not getting enough money and you're not able to ask more money to your client or to your boss, then understand that it's for your life. So there's nothing wrong. Don't feel guilty to ask more money. And in the opposite, people who are not able to spend the money, understand that it will come back in somehow. You know how to make money. Don't get this fear all the time to spend money. That's okay, because it's a cycle. So the third tip, I would like you to visualize yourself in a situation where you feel very uncomfortable with the money. So it can be, for example, a place where you need to give money to people, or a place where you need to ask money. So close your eyes, visualize this place, and where you are right now, I want you to change the money with, again, an energy. So imagine, it can be any kind of energy. It can be food, it can be water, it can be anything, and you just switch that. And just understand, again, you make understand to your brain that actually is the same thing, it's just an energy. So don't feel guilty, don't feel any fear to give at some point a kind of energy or to ask for more energy. And the last tip is about, if all the small tips are not enough, don't hesitate to see a specialist about it, because you see, like, those beliefs are deep imprinted in our subconscious mind, and sometimes subconscious mind is very difficult to switch by yourself. So for example, hypnotherapy is very good for that. It's not some promotion for me. You can go see any other hypnotherapist. This is not a problem at all, but really it will help you to understand where does it come from, to go into your subconscious mind and reframe it, and you're going to see that it's going to be very helpful for you. That's it for me for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and like usually, if you have any question, just put it in the comments. I'll be happy to help you. Don't forget to put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.